Hey guys, hope you're hanging in. Let's start out today's music lesson with a little bit of slide whistle. I wonder if you remember my song about my bad day. I'll sing, you sing after me. Oh my, no more pie. Pie's too sweet. I want a piece of meat. Meat's too red. I want a piece of bread. Bread's too brown. I think I'll go to town. Town's too far. I think I'll take a car. Car won't go. I fell and hurt my toe. Toe gives me pain. I think I'll take a train. Train had a wreck. I fell and hurt my neck. Oh my, no more pie. For my next song, I have a helper. Say hi. Hop old squirrel, idlum-dee-lum, hop old squirrel, idlum-dee. Hop old squirrel, idlum-dee-lum, hop old squirrel, idlum-dee. You're tired of hopping? Why don't you hop on the other foot? Hop old squirrel, idlum-dee-lum, hop old squirrel, idlum-dee. Hop old squirrel, idlum-dee-lum, hop old squirrel, idlum-dee. You want to use both feet? Okay. Jump old squirrel, idlum-dee-lum, jump old squirrel, idlum-dee. Jump old squirrel, idlum-dee-lum, jump old squirrel, idlum-dee. What's that? You want to run? Okay. Run old squirrel, idlum-dee-lum, run old squirrel, idlum-dee. Run old squirrel, idlum-dee-lum, run old squirrel, idlum-dee. One more thing to do. I don't know, what could you do? Oh, you could clap? Okay. Clap old squirrel, idlum-dee-lum, clap old squirrel, idlum-dee. Clap old squirrel, idlum-dee-lum, clap old squirrel, idlum-dee. Way to go, squirrel. Woo. I have my wood block here. I want you to start by stretching out as high as you can go. I'm going to tap my wood block 8 times. And I want over 8, I want you to go from as high as you can to as low as you can. Ready? 4, 5. Can you go from low to high over 8? Awesome. What if I switch it to 4? Go low to high. What if I do 1? Low to high, high to low, low to high to low. What if I do, you're low now, what if I do 16? 2, 3, 4. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. high to low in 16. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Low to high in 8. High to low in 8. You may remember when we used these in class. This is just a pool noodle that I cut into pieces and then cut down the sides. So if you have ask before you cut anything, or we'll definitely get a grown-up to help you. But this is a really fun way to get a nice sandpaper block sound. Can you help me out? If you don't have a pool noodle, you can use your hands, or you could move your feet. Engine, engine number 9, running down Chicago line. See it sparkle, see it shine. Engine, engine number 9. Woo, woo! Where are we going now? Let's go to Boston. Engine, engine number 9, running down Chicago line. See it sparkle, see it shine. Engine, engine number 9. Woo, woo! Where are we going now? The train that goes to Boston also goes to Portland. Engine, engine number 9, running down Chicago line. See it sparkle, see it shine. Engine, engine number 9. Woo, woo! You know what? It's kind of a lot of traveling for a day. I haven't done much traveling lately, and I'm sure you haven't either. Let's take that train that we took from Boston to Portland. Let's take it right back home to Dover. Ready? Engine, engine number 9, running down Chicago line. See it sparkle, see it shine. Engine, engine number 9. Woo, woo! If you have the chance, you should check out the Ella Fitzgerald recording of this song. But I have a basket here. It is green and yellow, and I have a song about a green and yellow basket. It goes, a tisket, a tasket, a green and yellow basket. I wrote a letter to my mom, and on the way I dropped it. I dropped it, yes, on the way I dropped it. A little bit big boy picked it up and put it in his pocket. Aw, thanks, Daniel. My son Daniel is helping me out today. A tisket, a tasket, a green and yellow basket. I wrote a letter to my mom, and on the way I dropped it. I dropped it, yes, on the way I dropped it. A little boy, he picked it up and put it in his pocket. Oh no, I dropped it again. A tisket, a tasket, a green and yellow basket. I wrote a letter to my mom, and on the way I dropped it. I dropped it, yes, on the way I dropped it. A little boy, he picked it up and put it in his pocket. You took it. Here is a nice song tale for you guys. It is adapted once again by John Fye-Robin and illustrated by Marissa Madonna. So once again, Marissa Madonna is the one who won the contest of who should illustrate this song. It is a circle song, which means just like a circle, it starts and ends in the same place. There's a hole in the bucket, dear Liza, dear Liza. There's a hole in the bucket, dear Liza, a hole. Mend the hole in the bucket, dear Georgie, dear Georgie. Mend the hole in the bucket, dear Georgie. Mend the hole. With what shall I mend it, dear Liza, dear Liza? With what shall I mend it, dear Liza? With what? With a straw, dear Georgie, dear Georgie, dear Georgie. With a straw, dear Georgie, dear Georgie. With a straw. The straw is too long, dear Liza, dear Liza. The straw is too long, dear Liza, too long. Then cut it, dear Georgie, dear Georgie, dear Georgie. Then cut it, dear Georgie, dear Georgie, cut it. Uh-oh. Got worms escaping from the bucket. With what shall I cut it, dear Liza, dear Liza? With what shall I cut it, dear Liza? With what? With a knife, dear Georgie, dear Georgie, dear Georgie. With a knife, dear Georgie, dear Georgie. With a knife. Yes, you do have to be very careful with your knives. You are absolutely right. Some knives are not that sharp, you're right. Some of them, like the ones that they give you to put butter on rolls in the cafeteria, not that sharp. But it's always a good idea to be safe with knives, you're right. Oh, must have given one of the cafeteria knives. The knife is too blunt, dear Liza, dear Liza. The knife is too blunt, dear Liza, too blunt. Wet the knife then, dear Georgie, dear Georgie, dear Georgie. Wet the knife then, dear Georgie, dear Georgie. Wet it. With what shall I wet it, dear Liza, dear Liza? With what shall I wet it, dear Liza? With what? With a stone, dear Georgie, dear Georgie, dear Georgie. With a stone, dear Georgie, dear Georgie, a stone. The stone is too dry, dear Liza, dear Liza. The stone is too dry, dear Liza, too dry. Wet the stone then, dear Georgie, dear Georgie, dear Georgie. Wet the stone then, dear Georgie, dear Georgie. Wet it. With what shall I wet it, dear Liza, dear Liza? With what shall I wet it, dear Liza? With what? With the water, dear Georgie, dear Georgie, dear Georgie. With the water, dear Georgie, dear Georgie, the water. In what shall I get it, dear Liza, dear Liza? In what shall I get it, dear Liza? In what? In the bucket, dear Georgie, dear Georgie, dear Georgie. In the bucket, dear Georgie, dear Georgie, the bucket. But there's a hole in the bucket, dear Liza, dear Liza. There's a hole in the bucket, dear Liza, a hole. Oh, I can't believe they forgot there was a hole in the bucket.